Last week, Ghost Recon Wildlands released its Operation Oracle DLC, which you may have seen a trailer for starring Jon Bernthal. He's the guy that played Shane on The Walking Dead, and he plays the Punisher on the Netflix series. Upon completing the DLC, you receive an invitation to attend SkellCon, a conference for the in-game company Skell Technology. The conference is set to take place on Thursday, May 9th, 2019 at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Time. It also gives you a web address to visit for more information. When you do visit this web address, you come to this page. You're told to tune in for the world premiere, but that's basically all it says. It does feature the Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon logo, hinting at a possible new game, or just a new mode or a new DLC pack for Ghost Recon Wildlands. But what if it's both? Now let me put this disclaimer out there. I may be way off here, and I'm sure I'm not the first person to think about it, but what if Ubisoft is teasing a new Ghost Recon Battle Royale game, or game mode for the new game that's going to be announced? It wouldn't be a stretch to think it's another Ghost Recon, or even a Ghost Recon Wildlands 2, because the original is just over 2 years old at this point. But even if it's an entirely new game, it could have a Battle Royale mode in it. I made a video a while back wondering if any other BR out there could give me the same feeling that PUBG does. Apex Legends didn't do it for me, Fortnite definitely didn't, and Firestorm was fine, but just didn't feel right. It didn't have that same moment-to-moment uncertainty that PUBG provides, and the level of tactical thinking that's required, which happened to be the main draws for me to play PUBG. Pair that with huge maps, varying terrain, and some of the most heart-wrenching moments I've ever had playing a video game, PUBG is hard to replicate. One of the main reasons I'd love to see a true PUBG competitor is because competition is a good thing. It breeds competency and benefits the consumer, and that's what we could use on PUBG, something to pressure the PUBG Corp devs to get better and make the game better faster. PUBG is in a state right now where it doesn't matter all that much if the game isn't 100% polished. No matter how bad it gets, it's technically the only BR of its kind. No abilities, fantastical themes, or over-the-top action. A tactical, pure shooter that makes every decision matter. Could Ghost Recon be the game that finally draws some of the PUBG purists away from the game? Before I go any further, don't get me wrong, I love PUBG and only want the best for the game, obviously. It's my favorite game that I've ever had to play with friends, and it's a game that I don't want to necessarily stop playing. But like I said before, competition is a good thing. It will make PUBG Corp work even harder to improve their product, and we, the consumers, will reap the benefits. So me hoping for Ghost Recon Battle Royale game mode isn't a plea for the death of PUBG, but rather a way to force PUBG Corp's hand. So let's just throw it out there, and let's just say that this reveal on May 9th is for a Ghost Recon Battle Royale game or a Battle Royale mode in the new game that's being announced. Would it even work? Ghost Recon Wildlands has everything in place to make a good BR game already. And I've mentioned this before, like I said in that video that I had in the past, I felt like Ghost Recon Wildlands has a perfect setup for a third-person perspective Battle Royale game that can compete with PUBG. You parachute out of a chopper with similar mechanics, there's vast open landscapes and towns, roads, water, and natural cover, there's numerous weapons and vehicles that can make looting enjoyable and interesting, and being a co-op game, the comm and marking systems would already be in place. Pile on a load of customization options and tight gameplay, and you already have all the makings of a BR game with a lot of potential. One thing to note though, Ghost Recon Wildlands is a third-person perspective only game. It has first-person perspective when you aim down your sights, much like the third-person perspective game type in PUBG, but there's no mode where you can just strictly go into first-person. Some people could see this as a problem, as the popularity of first-person perspective on PUBG in the United States is pretty high, but globally, third-person perspective is the most popular mode, and I know there's a huge group of players that are strictly playing third-person perspective in the US as well. Especially on console because, quite frankly, it's hard to find first-person perspective matches at times. I honestly think that a Ghost Recon Battle Royale could succeed in every market, but the biggest question is, will it happen? Nobody really knows what's coming on May 9th. It could be a new DLC being announced for Wildlands, it could be a new mode, or it could be a completely new game. All we know is it'll be a world premiere, and it'll be worth tuning in for on May 9th at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Time. I for one would love a new third-person perspective, methodically paced, strategy-focused Battle Royale game like PUBG, and Ghost Recon just might be the best franchise out there to deliver one. When this was originally brought up to the Ghost Recon Wildlands devs about a BR mode, they said that it would never happen for Ghost Recon Wildlands, but they didn't say that it would never happen down the line for Ghost Recon. They specifically mentioned Wildlands, leaving the door open for future games and future modes. I think just looking at all the information, I don't think this is just a Battle Royale game. If anything, this is probably going to be a new Ghost Recon game. I don't know if it's going to be Wildlands 2 or if it's going to be something in the Future Soldier series, but here's hoping. I've got my fingers crossed that we get a Battle Royale game mode in Ghost Recon because I think it could work really well. And if anything, I'd like to see Ghost Recon's attempt at it because I think it truly would be interesting. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Would you be interested in a Ghost Recon Battle Royale game? Or would you just rather them have a Ghost Recon game that's standalone like Wildlands that doesn't have anything to do with the Battle Royale craze? A lot of people have hoped and prayed that Battle Royale will be dead by now. I don't know why. I think it's because a lot of games are trying to take advantage of the Battle Royale genre. But I think it's one of the most fun game types that you can actually have, especially if you're playing with friends. It gives you moments that are hard to find anywhere else. But with all that being said, I hope you guys found this video interesting. If you did, definitely give it a like and subscribe to stay up to date on everything that I publish. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Until next time, I'll see you later.